Assalamualaikum. We are from Group 10. Our topic that given to us is about food processor application using DC motor. So we choose for our project is about mixing machine control. Our member is consists of me. My name is Alwan Nadhirah, and then we have another person is Luqman Bin Saini, and also Mohammad Izzat Firdaus. So I will pass to my friends to continue the presentation.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mohammad Izzat Firdaus bin Zukeri. Okay, then my measure number is 174807. So, okay, thank you to the Alwan for her presentation. Okay, this is my part. I will be explaining about the operations and the motor used in the cookies machines. Okay, so this is the cookies machines diagrams. Okay, here you can see that there are the mixing beds or mixing chambers and the compressor, and then we have kind of conveyor belts and ovens. Okay, from these diagrams we can see that there are some kind of motor used in these machines. Okay, let us go to the next slide. Okay, the motor used in this system is the permanent magnet motor, which is used in the live roll of the conveyor and the mixing blades in the mixing vat or chamber. Here you can see that there are the permanent magnet motor that used in the conveyor belts and the mixing blades, which is present in the mixing vat. Okay, so why permanent magnet motor is used in the cookies machines? Okay, permanent motor used in the system is the stator, which is stationary and mounted to the motor frames. It holds the permanent magnet mounts in proximity to the spinning current carrying conductor in the rotor itself, and then by applying a voltage through brushes contacting the armature on the rotor, which is induce the current need to produce mechanical force, which is rotations, and then the connecting two wires, by connecting two wires to the motor and supplying the proper DC voltage will cause the motor to run. Okay, as I said before, this motor is used in the live roll conveyor and mixing blade in the mixing vat or tank, for which have adjustable speed and constant or low speed torque. Okay, then for the operations of the cookies machine, then as we can see here, there are just a simple operation of the cookies machines, which is for the operation, once the required ingredient in proper quantities are dispensed into seal mixing tank, the mixing tank itself will blend and mix all the ingredients into dough. Is it important to carefully manage the dough temperature and mixing time, such consistency of the dough? Inside the mixing chamber, there are typically two mixing blades that are fit, which rotate in operation direction of varying speed. This process allows the dough mixer to mix different type of hard or soft dough, thereby achieving the right dough consistency. Okay, then when the dough reach its desired qualities in a period of time in the blender, okay, so that the blender will stop blending and turning. Okay, the compressor turn on to force the air into the mixing chamber. Okay, then the dough will be put in the conveyor belt. Okay, on the conveyor belt, the dough will be designed or shaped by its desired shapes, and then will be passed through the oven to be heat and make it harden it. And then once the dough is satisfied by its shapes and temperature in its hardness, so it will be go to the packaging machines. Okay, now sorry, this is the flowchart of the operation of cookies machines. Okay, as I said before. Yep. Okay, once the machine is started, the raw material will be as in terms of the shapes of the dough will be mixing in the mixing chamber. Then once it is done by the mixing by its qualities of the dough is enough for the desired qualities. Okay, then it will be shaped in the conveyor belts. Okay, once the dough shapes is satisfied for the desired shapes. Okay, now then it will be go through to the packaging machine, or if not, it will be mixing again and will be recontinued the process until the shapes and the qualities of the dough is done by its qualities and shape itself. Okay. For now, this my presentation I stop here, and then I will pass back to my friend Alwan to discuss for her part. Okay, thank you for your attention. Okay, this is my presentation. Okay, Alwan, take it.
Okay, thank you to my friend Izzat Firdaus. I will proceed to my slide, which is about controller device involved in the system. So for mixing machine, the controller device that involved is one is thermostat, second is infrared sensor, and third is pressure sensor. So for thermostat, it actually control a variable of temperature. So for temperature, we need to control for the whole system, from the starting to the end, because we need to control the dough temperature from the starting when the ingredient is go inside the mixing chamber, and then it mix inside the mixing chamber, and then go to the Izzat and go to the conveyor. All of these steps must have the same constant temperature, because if the dough have a different temperature, it will make the dough become not tasty. So for want to make the tasty dough, we must constant the temperature. So we use the thermostat to control the whole system temperature. Okay, next for infrared sensor. Infrared sensor we use when we put the ingredient inside the mixing chamber. The infrared sensor will detect the ingredient. So if the previous slide from my friend, we have the flowchart. If you can see from the flowchart, if the ingredient is not achieve the set point, it will go back to the it will start again. So this is where the infrared sensor function. It detect the ingredient if it is enough or achieve the set point that have been set or not. Okay, next for the pressure sensor, we use the pressure sensor to bring the dough from the mixing chamber to the Izzat to the conveyor. So we use the air compressor, which is we take air from the outside and then go to the compressor, and compressor will give a lot of air into the mixing chamber, and then it will compress the ingredient inside the mixing chamber to the Izzat to bring out the dough. So the pressure sensor function at that time. So for net is variable involved in the system. So for the first one is the temperature. I already mentioned before this in the thermostat. So next is about the speed. So for the speed of the system, from the starting to the end, the speed must be constant also. This is because if you imagine when we change the speed not constant, if the first step is faster and then the ending is like it will become chaos. There will be have the disturbance in the system. So we must constant the speed. So I think that's all from me. I will pass to my friend Luqman. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to my beloved lecturer, Dr. Asno Juraiza. Let me continue this presentation with my part. My name is Luqman Bin Saini. My matric number is 182535. So for my part, I will show how the PLC controller operates by using the Trilogy software. Basically, we use this to represent the operation of the controller, which for this case we use the timer or the controller board as the brain of the food processor. So let me show how the controller operates. Firstly, I would like to show the structure of the food processor. So this is the structure of the food processor. The input and output have been labeled with X and Y. So for the X, this is X0 actually. X0 is the start switch. Start switch, if the switch on, we want to operates the mixer or the food processor. X1 is the low level float sensor, this one. So for the first level, low level, and the X2 is high level float sensor. This one when the mixer reach the sensor, the high level. So for the X3 is top switch and X10 is emergency stop button. So for the PLC output, for this structure is firstly Y0. Y0 is first ingredient A, inlet, and the second one is Y1, ingredient B, inlet, and Y2 is the mixture outlet. This one we use the solenoid as the mixture outlet. So for the Y3 is the aggregator or the stirrer. To mix the both mixture ingredient A and ingredient B, we use the stirrer or aggregator. Okay, to show how the controller operates, I will try to explain it in simplest form. So firstly, let's say the start switch is on. The start switch is X0. When the start switch is on, the Y0 is the ingredient A inlet. It will open. So the ingredient A will flow into the mixer. So this is the ingredient A will flow into the mixer. So when the X1 is on, when I on it X1 is actually represent the first sensor, which is the low level sensor, and Y1 will start operates. Y1 is the ingredient B inlet, and at the same time ingredient A will stop flowing into the mixer. So this is ingredient A will stop flowing into the mixer, and ingredient B will flow into the mixer when the X1 is reached. So for the next one, when X2 is the high level sensor. When the mixer reach the X2, the high level sensor, so Y3 start operate. Y3 is the motor of the stirrer, so the mixture will start stir. At the same time, the ingredient B will stop flowing. Okay, this is the stirrer will start operates. So when the previous one, when the X2 is operate, the timer will start counting. The timer T0 is 60 second timer. So after 60 second, this is things that will occur. After 60 second, the timer T1 will start counting, which is 120 second. At the same time, the Y2 is operates. Y2 is the outlet mixture. So after the mixture have been stirred by the aggregator or the stirrer, after 60 second, it will stop, and the mixture outlet will open, and the mixture will flowing out from the mixer, and it will take 120 second to make sure the mixer flowing out from the mixer. So this is the mixture outlet. So when the after 60 second, the aggregator or the stirrer will stop, and the mixture outlet will open, and the mixture will flow out. And after 120 second, which is 2 minutes, all the mixture will totally flow out from the mixer, and the mixture outlet will close. And that's all the operation of the controller. So basically this is the operation of the controller for our food processor applications. So that's all from me, and that's all from us. Thank you very much.